Previously, we created our code to allow the player to enter a numerical guess into the chat bar. We also called the test_guess function to compare two values and determine if the player was correct. Now, let's consider what we want to happen if the player's guess is not correct. If the player is wrong, we want to send them a message in the chat letting them know if their guess was too high or too low. Again, the test_guess function we created will do this for us. We just need to call it. We can use a say block this time, since we want these responses to appear in the chat as the game is ongoing. We can use the exact same call function as we did above. Let's duplicate it and add it to the say block. The test_guess function will do the comparison for us and send back the too high or too low message. Since the player got the answer wrong, we want the agent to destroy a block. Let's use the agent destroy block from the agent folder and set it to forward. We then want the agent to move up to the next block. So let's add agent move and set it to up. We also want to reduce the number of guesses the player has left. They just used one. We can get the change variable by block from the variable folder. Choose guesses remaining from the dropdown and lower the amount of player guesses by typing -1. But what happens if the amount of guesses should drop to 0? Since we want to check if the guesses remaining is 0, we can use another if block from the logic folder. We will set the condition to guesses remaining equals 0 using some of the same blocks we did earlier. If the player has no guesses left, we want a few things to happen. First, we want to announce to the player that they have lost the game. We can use a show title block from the gameplay folder. We can have the title say dunked, since that will happen to the villager, with the subtitle reading game over. Next, we want to let them know what the right answer actually was. Let's get the say block again from the player folder. To say the correct answer, we can add the join block from the text folder, type correct answer with a colon and a space in the first part, and then show the agent's number in the second space by adding the agent number variable from the variables folder. Finally, we want the game to end. So we can duplicate the set game over to true block from above and add it below. Our game is now ready to play. Let's run our code, then type play in our chat. Once the agent has built the structure, we are ready to guess. We can open the chat and type guess, followed by a number. We can keep guessing, using the too high and too low clues to find the solution before the villager gets dunked. Will you keep the villager dry? Or will your logic be all wet?